Hello everyone and welcome again in Imperia Online World Cup podcast. My name is Mitko and I have Krum again with me as a guest in the show. Hello Krum.
Nice being here again.
The World Cup is burning, my friends. Wars have been waged by just about everyone in the tournament. We have witnessed some great carnages so far, and probably the biggest one is between the two leading teams, or so we thought, Bulgaria and Brazil, with Brazilians scoring a close victory. The two great teams went head to head just from the start, and it was massive. The one thing I can tell you is that it will only get better. Krum, is it advisable to wage wars in the start of the competition? Won't this bleed out your resources? We know that other teams can take advantage of you if you are weakened from the beginning.
Well, waging wars has its pros and cons. On one hand, it gives you the opportunity to deal with a particular enemy. You can destroy his armies, inflict a heavy blow to his economy. On the other hand, though, you have to be prepared to take the same punishment. Also, the speed of the rounds makes the damage not so heavy. I mean, players do recover very fast, so it makes wars a bit meaningless. We can clearly see that when two dogs are fighting for a bone, the third one comes and takes it away. And that is evident after the war between Brazil and Bulgaria. While they were pounding each other, the other teams were advancing in the ranking. But let's not forget that wherever there is competition, there is also emotions, and emotions can lead to a war. I know for myself that if I participated in the World Cup, I would have wanted to fight wars.
Let's take a look at some of the interesting battles so far. First, our monster fails his siege against Kamata and gets splattered. And then Pimpus 555 is nailed by the Bulgarian team leader Zvesto 2004. Krum, please comment these battles.
These battles were clearly miscalculated. The reasons for their losses is quite simple and obvious. They sent siege attacks without any siege machines. Going against level 8 fortress without any siege machines is a mistake itself. Maybe if the fortresses were empty, they would have stood a chance. But since both fortresses were defended by archers and ballistas, these guys were doomed. Let's hope it's a lesson well learned for them.
Let's hope. The Brazilians organized themselves quickly and scored a massive victory with the field battle between Nicole and Artorias. Krum, why do you think Nicole allowed her army to be annihilated in such a merciless manner? Can you please explain in details this blocking thing?
Okay, when a player is under visible attack, some of the gameplay features are limited. For example, instant transportation, instant construction, instant research. So, experienced players tend to keep each other under constant attack to deny using these features to the enemy. As for the battle itself, as I said, they were playing cat and mouse all day long. And at some point, Nicole decided to attack Artorius in one of his more remote provinces with only a part of her army. Well, we don't know why a remote province, and we don't know why only a part of the army was sent, but the outcome was pretty bad for the Bulgarian team. The battle was lost and the war was reversed. The Bulgarian team had only 4.5 hours remaining, but they did not manage to recover this loss.
Do you think these two teams will continue to punish themselves? We have already seen that some other teams like Croatia have taken advantage of this war and actually they are in the lead.
I think there is a possibility that Bulgaria will want a rematch. Brazil and Bulgaria have waged wars in all other editions of the tournament, but the Bulgaria team has never lost so far. They will consider this a blow to their pride, and they will want a revenge.
Oh, would they? We have some interesting wars which are already finished. Chile has beaten Saudi Arabia, the Serbs have managed to punish Turkey big time, and Ecuador snatched a close one to Bosnia and Herzegovina. Now, Saudi Arabia and Chile are not that big on the map of Imperia Online Chrome, but yet they succeeded in scoring some significant war points. Do you think, Krum, that the smaller nations can provide as much entertainment as the big ones in such a competition?
These nations do realize that their chances to taking some of the prizes are somewhat slim. So they are trying to make the tournament as amusing as possible for themselves. Waging wars is the way to do it. This is probably the best fun they can have. The Serbian team is a bit different. They are most impressive in their wars. They turn up to be real giant killers, being able to defeat much larger teams. I suspect that they might even have a chance to fight their way up to the ladder. Well, yeah, they're really combative and strong. I mean, they haven't lost a war yet.
Since today's podcast will be all about battles, it would be interesting to have a look at some of the battles of the day. One battle in particular stands out. This is between Atitezal from Bulgaria against Agipen from Brazil. This battle occurred a day before the first war between Brazil and Bulgaria. Krum, do you think that this battle could be the reason for this war?
This is one strange battle. Having 900,000 light cavalry at this stage of the game is the strangest thing about it. Maybe the player received them as a gift from the temple and didn't have the time or resources to upgrade them to a more substantial unit, so he decided to sacrifice them in battle. The reason behind this is unknown, but the outcome is quite foreseeable. Not only are cataphracts 3 times stronger than their light counterpart, but they also do possess a fearsome charge attack. More than 600,000 light cavalry fell victim to it in the first round. It was a massacre. I don't believe this attack was the cause for the war between Brazil and Bulgaria. These two teams have been provoking each other from the start of the tournament, and they also do have a history in the last editions of the tournament. I think this war was rather a matter of time than the result of a single clash.
All the castles are now conquered, as we can see from the live feed. Bulgaria has managed to steal the central one from the Brazilians, as well as claiming the southwestern one. But the big surprise here is the inexplicable progress of the Croatians. 42% of castle influence so far. Krum, what in the world's name happened to the Brazilians?
The Brazilian team started really well. They were in first place. They managed to defeat Bulgaria in a war. Things were looking bright for them. But then trouble came. They lost the central castle to Bulgaria, and they were literally splattered by the Serbia team in a war. This was in fact one of the bloodiest wars I have ever seen in this game. They are in poor condition at this time, the Brazilian team. They are a bit demoralized. I just hope they don't give up, because they are still a main contender and they still have a chance for the title.
So it goes without saying that morale is everything in Imperia Online.
It is very important. You have to keep the spirits high.
Thank you again, Krum, for being with us today. My friends, The World Cup is entering its most interesting stage, and from what we have seen so far, the things are not quite what we expected to be. We will hope that the participants will continue to surprise us the way they did so far. Strength and honor, brave warriors.